Hey guys, it's me, Mia, and welcome back to my channel called Mia's Sketchbook. And today I'm going to paint sugar skulls on stones. So here are my stones. They're smooth and flat, and that's what we're going to work with today. I have pencils, fine liner pens, paint brushes, and these are my paints. I'm using neon paint. I also have just a regular cheap acrylic paints from the dollar store. These are my dotting tools to add details to the skulls. If you don't have dotting tools, then you can use Q-tips or toothpicks. I have water right here. This is my Mod Podge. And this is some other stuff that I have that I'm going to use for my sugar skulls. I have glitter paint. I have glow-in-the-dark paint. And I have my marker pens. I just have them in two colors, black and white. And I also have a palette right here to put my paints in. So I'm just going to practice drawing my sugar skulls. The skulls can be different shapes. They're quite easy to draw. These are the mouths. You can do a simple line, a jack-o'-lantern smile. You can make teeth. The eyes are pretty easy. They're just circles or squares or whatever shapes you want. Nose is pretty simple, an upside down heart or a triangle, circle. And here's some other details we're going to add to the sugar skulls. Dots, lines, cobwebs, and some leaves and flowers. A flower with 5 petals, a flower with 6 petals. That's a rose, one way to draw it, and here's a second way to draw a rose. And other shapes you can add to your sugar skull are hearts, circles, squares, ovals, diamonds, triangles, stars. Now let's draw a sugar skull. Yep, there's the nose. Let me make some teeth. Yep, got the cobweb. It's looking good already. Alright guys, I think I'm ready to start painting my rocks now. So I'm going to start out with this small stone. I'm not even going to paint it a base color. So I'm going to start out drawing the skull on the stone. Just a circle, then half of a rectangle at the bottom. Easy. And now I'm going to paint it white. And I'm going to add 2 layers of white paint, just so you don't see the stone through the paint. So I'm okay with 2 layers. And the next thing I'm going to do is use a hair dryer to dry the paint. And just to let you guys know, the hair dryer will dry the paint on the stone, but not 100%. The paint will be dry, but it will be sticky. So if you want to add details to your sugar skull after painting it on a stone, I would wait a while until it's completely dry and non-sticky. Because if you apply pressure when you add your details, the paint's just gonna lift up. So wait till your stone is completely dry and non-sticky to add details. So my stone is dry but sticky. Let's erase the pencil marks. And here's the glitter paint right here. And if you want to make your sugar skull extra glittery, add more than one layer. So here is my paint pen. I'm using very, very light pressure to add the eyes to the sugar skull. Just very light. Because don't forget what I said, the paint is dry but it's sticky. I could have used a regular paintbrush with black paint, but I decided to use the paint marker. There we go. Alright, so I'm adding details with a brush. A small brush, so there's the heart. And since I'm using neon paint, I have to add more than one layer. Probably around 4 or 5. One layer just isn't enough. So to build up the color, you need more than one layer. So here I go using the dotting tool for the eyes. Starting to look like something already. Okay. Use the green paint. There we go, adding more details. And the paint is still sticky. But it's okay because we're using a soft brush. We're not using the pen or anything. Okay, so we're going to let that little one dry. And I'm going to work on another sugar skull. This one's slightly bigger. It's kind of shaped like an egg, but it's flat. So I'm drawing in the facial features of the sugar skull. And I'm going to use my pink neon paint. Yep, there I go. And you can see how thin. I think neon colored paint is semi-permanent. So you can still see the facial details of the sugar skull. And here's the sugar skull after I painted, I think, 2 or 3 layers of the pink neon paint. So I'm just adding the facial features with the black paint pen. And I really love how the teeth turned out. Really love it. So now I'm going to paint the background black. Now an easier way to do this would have been to just paint the entire stone black, paint in the sugar skull with white paint, and then paint the sugar skull the neon paint color. Would have been quicker that way, but you know, my stone wasn't painted black, it was painted white, and I just wanted to get started painting right away. So the way I did it, it took a little bit longer, but you know, that's okay because it's still going to turn out nice. Yeah, that black just makes the neon pink just pop out even more. Yep, looking good. So, I'm going to paint the details on my sugar skull with neon paint. And the reason why I painted the facial details on with white paint is because the neon paint, the other colors I have of neon paint, they're not going to show up that well against the pink sugar skull. So I painted in all the details and decorations white, and I'm just going to paint them with the neon colors. So we'll let that one dry. I'm going to draw another sugar skull. So I'm painting the background black. Like I said, I could have just painted the whole stone black, painted the skull white. I guess either way works. I've done it both ways. Still turns out the same. Okay, so I'm going to erase the pencil lines. And I'm using glow-in-the-dark paint. So after I added 5 layers of glow-in-the-dark paint onto my sugar skull, now I'm going to add in the facial features. Hey, a little mustache. Using the paint pen. Alright, using the dotting tool now. It's starting to look like a real sugar skull already. Drawing a diamond right here. Using different colors to make the sugar skull more colorful. This is coming along nicely. So here's the first sugar skull that we worked on, the little one. So it's dry, and now I'm going to use my fine liner pen to outline the little details. Notice how everything is starting to pop out now that I'm using the fine liner pen to outline everything. It kind of gives it a cartoonish type of look, and that's fine. Alright, here's the pink one. This one looks really nice. I like this one. There's my flower. Yep, just adding in the details. The paint isn't sticky, it's completely dry. So that's why I'm able to use the fine liner pen right now. Alright, let's draw a spider web. There we go, some hearts, fill that in. Outline that diamond. This has to be my favorite one. I really like this one. Almost done. My pen ran out of ink, so I have to get another one. There we go. Loving this one. Up, gotta add some eyes in there. There we go. Now that sugar skull has personality. Now here we go with the modpodge. I'm going to add at least 5 layers. And here we go. These are my sugar skulls. There's the pink one. And that's my Instagram page that you can visit. me at sketchbook.eo on Instagram. Now the moment of truth. Turn off the lights. And they glow. It'll look better under a black light. But thanks for watching. Come back again.